Fuck, I don't like sobriety. This is gonna get weird.
Salutations and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of the G.N.A podcast, Games, Nerds, and Alcohol, where we discuss the finer things in life, such as how not to be a twat waffle in the state of Tennessee during these emergency times that we're going through, and how one should not get their ass arrested because they decided to buy all the toilet paper, all the paper towels, and all the hand sanitizer in a 1,700-mile radius just so they can make a shit ton of money by price gouging fuckers. Well, anyway, I'm your host, Blue Shark 45, and I'm joined by the one, the only man in my life who's here for me right now, Damok. How you doing, Damok?
Hey, I'm here, and damn, you were looking good quite again. I love those button-up shirts, man. Almost with those little earbuds, that blue comes down, almost looks like a tie. I'm loving it, man. Loving it.
I mean, if we really wanted this podcast to go off the rails, I could go put the tie on it, Star Wars.
Yeah, so let's not do that because you won't have a podcast. It'll be me sitting here turning off my video and some awkward noises.
Oh, God. All right. Well, how you doing, Damok?
Oh, man, I'm still alive and so far not infected. How about you?
Well, I don't think I'm infected, but this could all just be one big episode of The Walking Dead, and we all carry the virus, and we'll find out when we die.
Oh, Jesus Christ, dude, that's Italy right now, and if they're right and what they're saying about us being at the bottom portion of an exponential curve, oh yeah, dude. It's bad. I don't know if you've watched the news, and I don't like getting all like weird about it, but I mean, you're kind of fucked right now. This is a very interesting virus, and this is a very interesting state in the world that we live in. They're using military transport trucks to carry the hundreds of dead out of Italy right now to crematoriums that are completely backed up. There's just military trucks lining the street full of bodies.
Yeah, it's so someone pulled a mummy sarcophagus out of a ground in Egypt. Then they weren't supposed to do that. And now we're fucking here. Like, oh, you know, nothing bad's gonna happen here, but yeah. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. The crematorium. Let's see, Death Stranding. The fast-spreading epidemic of this virus. The Division. And the world going into chaos and supplies running short. Yeah, we might be in The Last of Us right now.
Oh man, there's a pretty good chance. We're pretty fucked right now. I don't know how else to say it.
Yeah, that pretty much sums it up. We are fucked. And Lord knows, I hope that we can pull through this thing without anyone going really fucking crazy. Hopefully the U.S. doesn't turn out the way it's gone in Italy, and hopefully other countries aren't gonna run into the same problem. But I don't know, man. It's some scary shit, and the idiots that I see that are doing stupid shit like trying to price gouge, or some guy who's like, oh, I don't care what they're doing right now, they're not gonna keep me from enjoying my spring break. I'm like, dude, you're in college. Like, what the fuck? You don't think you got a chance to maybe when this shit blows over to go have some fun later? Like, you have to do that shit now? Like, seriously. I don't even know what the fuck you're going to do in Florida. Like, all the bars are fucking closed.
Yeah, so they closed the restaurants, the bars, the beaches, and they were like, yeah, we're ending your spring break early. And everyone's like, you can't do this. But like, you don't understand. You could be infected and spreading the disease unknowingly. And yeah. So, but Quarantine life is a fucking weird life.
Yeah?
And oh my god, these kids ain't gonna last long. We got about another 2 days.
Yeah, my mom's a little panicked about going out to the store. My sister's really panicked about the fact that she was supposed to start her job on Monday, and, well, that's not happening now. And now she's trying to figure out how she's going to get out of a lease that was signed 3 days prior to them declaring a national state of emergency. Like, work wasn't saying anything. You know, like, got to get a place because I'm starting on Monday. That's what I've been told. And then national emergency, school's closed. End of her job. And my fiance right now with her school stuff, like, they're going remote, but her internship's been canceled, the part-time one. Someone just heard that their full-time internship in the summer's been canceled. Like, I don't know what the hell's going to happen. Like, it's starting to look like, you know, I'm going to be the sole source of income for a little bit longer than we originally planned. But it's, yeah, it's odd. But, my God, the traffic every morning, because I still have to go into my job. Well, okay, I don't have to, technically, but it's not practical for me to work from home. And so, especially since the fact that they aren't telling us that we have to work home. They're like, oh, work half one day here at the office and then the other day work at home and then come back. Like, yeah, so like I want to drag home all of the shit I need for my job back and forth. No, thank you. Send us all home or don't do this. But anyway, traffic is, oh my God. I've never been so happy in my life. People are actually courteous and know what the hell they're doing. And I can actually get places.
You're full of shit.
No, I'm not.
No, you're full of shit. No one is courteous on the roads, man.
They are now, because guess what? All the imbeciles and all the assholes are all in quarantine. Not a single one of them has been on the road. I've left at 6:45 in the morning, and then is usually back the hell up when I get close to work. Smooth sailing. I get behind someone as I enter the left lane, and they see me coming up behind them, and they're like, oh, I'm not going fast enough. Let me move out of the way. And then I pass them, and then I get over, and I do the same thing to someone else. And then people actually use the correct lanes for turning and using blinkers. It's glorious. Like, I get onto the interstate in the afternoon at 5 o'clock, an hour later than I normally would, where traffic is usually horrible, and it's like smooth as butter.
Yeah, where's your wife at, dude? Because you're definitely having fever dreams. This is not happening.
Well, let's move away from the fever dreams and let's move into the more important subject matter of this evening. Because, ladies and gentlemen, I am not holding this show down like I should because of my 30-day sabbatical. No, horrible word. Let's not go with that. Let's go with something more like my 30-day detox from alcohol. But you are not on a 30-day detox, and you are drinking not enough beer out of a very large glass. So why don't you tell the lovely people what you're enjoying in?
All right, so I have my medieval times ginormous glass, and I think it's like a liter, maybe slightly more than a liter. But I am drinking Viking Blood. It is just Nordic honey wine with hibiscus hops added to it. It's a really good mead. Really enjoyed it, but I poured the rest of it into this giant glass, and it will be done by the time this podcast is over. And it's only, 19% alcohol, so I might be fumbling over all of my words in, 10, 20 minutes.
It wouldn't be a G.N.A episode unless someone was doing that. I mean, I could still do that sober, but that's just me.
Yeah, I could stumble over my... See, I'm stumbling over my words now. I've only had, a quarter of the cup.
Yep, I'm stumbling over my fumbles and rumbles and gumbles. Words. Things. Places. So I'm once again still coughing from my allergies, or from the COVID-19 virus that I'm supposedly carrying after having no contact with anyone outside of this country, or I don't know.
You're lucky, man. I've been exposed, and the girlfriend's been directly exposed. So we're actually waiting to see.
Oh, so you guys are test results pending. Shit.
No, we don't even have enough tests in the state to go and get tested. We're just waiting to see if we get symptoms.
Fudge. Yeah, and I heard it's like some nasty shit to your lungs. Like, you're going to have a hard time, like, recovering from it. Like, if you really get it, like, it's...
No, not exactly. So, there's a lot of misconceptions over it, and we could really spend an entire podcast talking about the COVID-19, or COVID-19, however people want to pronounce it. But most cases are mild, minor to mild. It's only the extreme cases that people have to worry about. And yes, those will and have been fucking up people's lungs enough to kill them. So yeah, getting interesting, but we should be fine. It's been over 2 weeks for me, and I'm not showing signs. It's been a little over a week for the girlfriend, so we'll see.
It's like, guess what, kids? Dad's home early, and guess what? You don't get to go outside for 2 weeks. And I'm going to try not to kill you or your mother. And she's going to try not to kill me for being so damn annoying and in her face all day long. Isn't this wonderful?
Oh, man. The kids had a natural spring break for 1 week, which was this week, which was going to be fine. Except we're all now on telework until the foreseeable future. So everyone is crammed in the house. And what they say? Stop going outside. Stop hanging out with people. Make sure you do social distancing. So that's getting better and better. And do you have a fucking joint in your mouth? Because, dear God, man, I'm a little jelly if you do. I can't do that.
So, I actually have this really bad habit of biting my lip occasionally. It's random, like driving, working. Sometimes when I'm just sitting around, it's this.
So you smoke joints instead? Dude, that's a great way.
Yes, kids, I condone the use of illicit drugs, and well, I wouldn't be able to keep my job if I did. But anyway, so it's actually just just computer paper, just regular old, whatever the fuck the weight is, 25-pound, whatever the fuck it is. I don't know, 10-pound letter stock. I don't know.
Listen, man, if you're not buying from Dunder Mifflin, you're wrong.
Well, I tried finding them, but they keep putting me on hold. But anyway, so I just take the paper and I roll it into this, and I actually do not like paper, so I don't chew on this, and so this actually helps me from biting my damn lips. So I just stick it right here between my lips, and I just, I kind of look like an idiot because someone looks at me and they're like, that's not actually a cigarette. I don't know what the fuck you're doing, but you look like an idiot. I'm like, yeah, but now I don't bite my lips, so I win.
Interesting. I will give you that. Did you ever used to smoke?
Oh, hell no. I have had cigars. I've had the little cigaros, the wine tips, whatever you call them, wood tips, wine tips, whatever the fuck they're called. I've had those. I've tried hookah, and I've done pot out of like a little glass pipe. But I've actually never smoked an actual cigarette in my life. They drilled it into our heads and dare, like all the problems, and I'm just like, being that I already have one addiction, eating in the middle of the night, and I'm only 15 years old, I don't need to be getting into this shit. And I don't have a job, so I don't know how the fuck I'm going to afford this shit, so let's not.
Hey, man, that's a good way of going about it. Instead of being a 15-year-old addicted to cigarettes, always asking his friends, hey, man, got a cigarette? Got a cigarette? Got a cigarette, man? Hey, got a cigarette, man? Or trying to fucking steal them from Kmart when they used to keep them not behind glass and behind the counter. They used to keep them right there in the fucking aisle.
Yep.
And you to see all those kids get popped because they would always have security standing right there watching people put them into their hoodies.
Yeah. It used to be a lot easier to shoplift. Now it's like, fuck. I bought a book. What was it? Last year, and I was like flipping through the pages, and I've had this book for like, at this point, like 6 months, and I'm looking something up, and I'm going through it, and then I'm like, oh, that's what I need, and I go to pick it up, and I hold it up like this, like so it's like more up, at my face instead of down at the desk, and then something slides out. I'm like, what? And it's this little magnetic loop, and I think it's like an RFID little slip of paper, so that if you were to go through a security scanner and it wasn't already, I guess this explains why sometimes you see them rub things on something on the checkout counter. Yeah, they're sticking that shit in books.
Oh yeah, man. They put that shit in everything, honestly. Books have the ones that just fall out and everything so that you don't know what page it's on and blah, blah. Mm-hmm. But, yeah, I remember it's on fucking... Well, it used to be on everything. Now, not so much.
I used to hate when they put it on CD labels. Like, it would always be in the wrong place. Like, why the fuck does it have to be over the track titles? Like, why the fuck can you not put this somewhere else? Put it on the damn side, for Christ's sake. But
oh yeah, that pissed everyone off.
Yeah, this is what happens when people steal shit. They ruin it for the rest of us. But this is a horrible segue. No, it's not, because this involves shoplifting, stealing things, and they put this crap on video games. So, Damok, what's your state of games?
Well, tomorrow I will introduce Selkie into Animal Crossing New Horizons, but what I've been playing for the week, a little bit of Minecraft and a little bit of... What the fuck did we play? I don't remember. But last night I played Mario Party. Well, see, I played Mario Party last night, but I had just bought it last night because the girls wanted to play a cooperative game, and then I found out that the older one dropped the younger one's Switch and actually broke the controller, so there's only 3 controllers in the house because you can't use the Elite controller to play the Mario Party game. You have to use only the little dongle controllers because it's motion sensitive and all of that. And I was like, so 3 of us played Mario Party, and then we switched over, and then the person that got left out took my spot and played Mario Party, and yeah. I don't know, man. My state of game's a little sad. I really thought that I was going to be playing RimWorld a lot more, as I haven't had a chance to really sit down and enjoy it. By the time I get done teleworking, it is time to get something in my system to make me forget that I have to telework and that there are children in the house that have driven me insane. So, yeah. How about you, man? How's your games?
My state of games has been been all right. So I got to play some Division 2 this past week. Got that in on the weekend since Brittany was sick. So did that. I then was lazy piece of crap the entire weekend and watched anime. And then I got back into playing some games. What day was it? Tuesday. Class got canceled on Tuesday. Well, it had been canceled for a week. Weird. I don't know why they decided to do... They're giving us like 2 breaks. Like, it's an 8-week course. Why the fuck? But anyway. So, I played some... What was it? Final Fantasy 15. And did some more of that. Messing around in there. I am moving like a tortoise through this freaking story. I was trying to figure out a way to get the summon for the Titan. And I think I've talked about this before, but I'm trying to get him to summon. But all of my characters are way too powerful. They have so much health, and I haven't been having people go down in the first area. And the first area is this big open desert in Final Fantasy 15. And apparently it's the only place that you can get this guy to spawn. And still, it's not guaranteed when he's going to come in and help you. And it's not guaranteed that he's going to be the one to come and help you because there's like other astrals that could come in. So he's the only astral I've never been able to summon, so I'm hopeful that if I get some of these really badass hunts that are like high level, that I'll actually be able to pull this off. So did that. I think I feel like I got something else in this week. Nope, I didn't. I was going to try to get in a little bit of, what's it called? Oh, come to me now. Doom? Because I still haven't finished the first one. With the re-release set, the 2016 game, I think it is. So
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
And now that you said it, yeah, I've been playing the Division 2 a little off and on this week. I forgot what fucking game it was. I'm trying not to think about virus things right now.
Good luck with that one. It seems to be everywhere. But good news for you. I've got an idea for next week because we haven't done this. Well, it's probably been since Christmas. We should get together and, you know, the whole social distancing thing and the fact that none of us are actually in the same city for the most part. We should get together for next week's recording and play video games.
Yeah, name a fucking game and I'm in. It doesn't matter what game it is, I'm down.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, we can figure out something. I mean, I'm sure there's a bunch of us that have something that's the same.
Even Vintage runs a Minecraft server, and Ko and his his Black Desert Online clan, they run a Conan server. All that's posted in the Discord. It's pretty free join right now and everything. So yeah, it'd be great.
And apparently Humble Bundle has got a 75% off sale right now. Yay, quoting for Ubisoft. Holy shit. You can get the Ultimate Edition of Assassin's Creed Odyssey for $40. It's not bad.
See, now I know Steam is also having the sale, but if you're going to do it, the Humble Bundle sale actually looks better. Now, not directly comparing because I don't have two windows pulled up and looking at it, but the Humble Bundle, absolutely. And just make sure that you put that !partner equals G.N.A podcast at the end of that. And
hell yes.
Throw a little charity that way, but dear God, I might actually be picking up. Oh, we could play Ghost Recon Wildlands. It's like $17 on here.
Yeah, I've got that one on PC. I just gonna need to install it, but yeah, that one was good. Yeah, they got a lot of the good stuff on here. For Honor, the different Assassin's Creed, the Crew, Anno 2022, Zombie. Oh yeah, all the Tom Clancy Splinter Cell games.
Oh shit, dude. Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon. Like $5.09. Hopefully you've played Blood Dragon.
I have not. I never really got into Far Cry.
No. It's not Far Cry. It's Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon. You ever seen an 80s movie and loved an 80s action movie? Well, now you get to fucking live it, dude, and it's amazing. It's so cheesy and so terrible and so 80s cliche on everything. It's just perfect.
It's not an expansion? It's just okay.
It's a standalone game where it's literally like
it's a
retro.
It looks like
80.
Yeah.
No, it's a first-person shooter, not a side scroller.
I don't know. Some of these screenshots are looking like a side scroller to me.
Okay, well, after this, I'm going to show you the real good trailer for it, and it's fucking worth every goddamn penny, especially $5.09.
All right. I will look into that. Wow. Mixed reviews on Steam. Hey, speaking of Steam, Damok.
Oh boy.
Damok, can you not scream like a little girl when we go to talk about this article?
But Gabe, he's a savior.
So, Engadget. This is definitely a unique company right here, folks. Half-Life Alyx is proof that Valve answers to no one.
Jesus Christ, did you say Alyx? It's Alex.
Alex?
Alex from the character Alex in the Half-Life series.
Well, folks, I've just proven to you once again that I don't watch Firefly. I never played Half-Life. I guess I could say now I've never played Team Fortress. Someone's trying to get me to get off stage right now, so I'm going to pass this off to Damok. Damok.
Dude, you're hurting my head. Have you not been paying attention to this? We talked about how amazing this VR game was going to be, and here it is. And I gotta say, as much as Engadget really rips into Valve, I mean, they rip into Valve. If we are only talking about the game, then it is absolutely amazing. But if we're talking about this article, I have to give it to Engadget of actually placing well thought out and factual based content in this article that just shows that how do they put it? Steam is that super rich uncle that just comes down from his mountain resort, whatever. And not that he's doing anything illegal, because he's not. It's that he can just do whatever he wants because they make so much fucking money that it's unchecked and uncontrollable across the board. They make roughly, by estimates, because Valve is a private company that does not have anybody to answer to, rough estimates put them at $4 billion a year in profit, which is just absolutely fucking ridiculous. I'm really interested to play the game. I really like what I saw, but again, the article points it out probably best. The $1,000 buy-in to get into the game is just ridiculous. It plays best with, the HTC Vive, it plays best with the Valve Index. Even though the HTC Vive works and you can still use the Oculus if you decide to buy into that crap. And I say crap not because Oculus is actually bad, just that Facebook bought Oculus and they're notorious for not doing so great across the board with it, saying that, it has support, and then randomly blocking games, and then coming back with games, and then still continuing to block multiple games. But really, if I'm sitting here and I'm reading the article, I really believe that Engadget has properly written out why Valve is the fucking rich uncle who gets away with anything that they want to, and why Half-Life Alyx is literally proof that Valve doesn't answer to no one. They don't do anything with threes, even though they promise it, and then they just say, fuck it. But I'm going to read a little snippet from it, because I really like how they put the first paragraph, right? Valve is like an eccentric billionaire uncle who isn't allowed to babysit any kids in the family. He lives alone in a mountaintop mansion stocked with exotic animals, vintage pinball machines, water slides, and homemade potato guns. The strange sounds flow into the valley below at all hours of the night. He disappears for months at a time and returns with suitcases full of loose candy and unmarked pills. It's not that this uncle has ever hurt anyone or done anything illegal. It's simply clear that really, he could do anything. Right? And at this point, no one's going to stop fucking Gabe because he shits golden bricks in the gaming community, and I'd suck his cock if he asked me to, because that's what it is. But Blue, I don't know. You don't seem to be a big Valve fan, saying you've never played any of these huge games. Like Half-Life and Half-Life 2 were genre-defining games.
Yes, they are. It was actually funny, like, when I actually looked into them last year. It's like, so everyone talks about this stuff. Like, what is this? And someone did, like, a little, like, news snippet, like, the defining games of, like, shooters. And I was just like, holy shit. You're telling me that this whole thing in Half-Life spawned Counter-Strike? And, like the first-person shooters and multiplayer online competitive gaming that came out of this. It's just, I just was in the wrong place at the wrong time, because I was so into whatever my friends were into, and console, like the social gaming aspect of like 4 controllers sitting around arguing, you're looking at my screen, like playing GoldenEye, or like testing friendships and boundaries with Mario Party or Mario Kart, the dreaded Rainbow Road. But PCs weren't a gaming thing for me. I played Echo the Dolphin. I've played Sonic. I've played... what was the other one? Damn it. I can't think of the darn name of the game. And if someone could find it... So, the world, this pseudo-world that we've moved to as a human race, gets overdeveloped, and everyone, like, starts leaving. And there's, like, this lava. It looks like orange goo. PC graphics. So, lava, like, comes out and starts, like, taking over the planet. And so, Pog? No, those are the Pogs or something else.
Okay, so is this PC gaming or console gaming? You gotta tell me.
So this was on PC, but like I told you, I played Sonic and Echo the Dolphin on PC. But this was a PC game, or it was on PC. For all I know, it could have been a Sega game that was originally out on a Sega console. But it was this game where you were racing to be the person who gets to escape from this planet. Like, all the ships are gone, and you're, like, racing against other people for the right to be on this ship. I remember there was, like, one car that had, like, it was, like, a center prong, and then they had, like, 2 outer prongs.
Pod?
Pod?
P-O-D? 1997?
Yeah. That's probably it. Do you got anything for me? Screenshot or something like that? Because I'm thinking that's what this is.
I got a trailer down there, man.
That's all I got to see is that thumbnail right there. Yep, that's it. It's Pod.
Oh yeah. Everybody played Pod, man. Shit. Come on now.
I played that. I'm horrible at racing games, but I played that. And there was another PC game where you're like on a